Come on. R2. Set. R5. Alright. Slightly easier, but unlike R4, we do still have things like Vengeance and Despair Reaper. So, that is a thing that we will need to deal with. It will be easier to kill than before because, well, everything will be easier to kill than before. Reaper buffs won't hit us as hard, all that.
Of the temple of elemental evil. Now, the final hunt for the demon Zuggtmoy begins.
You dizzy yet? Okay. So, we got really lucky. Unlike last time, where a lot of stuff didn't want to cooperate, this one's just like, you know what? We're going to give you a shrine. Like one of the buff shrines, right at the beginning here. And we'll fight these guys. Oh, look, a Fear Reaper. The Stone Guard archer who runs over to pull the orange named is, of course, not quite as lucky as we would have hoped. Yeah, I was about to say, it's like, our thing should be wearing off soon. Oh. Gold extras. Well, I didn't get the 35% I wanted. But, yeah. You can see that just dropping from R6 to R5 lets us play a lot more aggressively and not get punished nearly as much. Hi. Oh, that's something I need to remember and be careful about. That these guys have that like jump triple attack, which means they can jump over me and body block me. That is something that we need to let not happen. We also need to not just walk straight into the middle of things. Like, yeah, we can survive better now, but no need to deliberately get ourselves killed. Especially when these guys do have the triple hit thing. He dead? He is dead. Okay. Wait, what's shooting me? Is it this guy? Yeah, that's right. It is this guy. He does throw stuff. Wait, is there a second guy off to the side shooting me? No, no, just this one. Alright, we're gonna run this way. I'm gonna follow. Go. Smack. Double smack.
Something about this area.
Alright, get tagged for another 500, it's fine. Another 900, it's fine. This guy's super healthy. He's got like 100,000 health, I think. 130,000 health. Popping for another 11. Oh, come on now. Roll the 1. Go. That was a 6. 6 is good enough. Like C's get degrees, but different. Come on. Go. Six gets hits. Doesn't quite rhyme now, does it? Oh hey, it actually landed on some. Oh good, that was Arborian. Very nice to take him down. Got a little bit greedy there. About thinking I didn't need to heal. I'll put our other buffs back up here, just in case. Really? Temple is being unusually generous. Because it's given us both water affinity and heightened defenses. Now the heightened defenses don't appear to have heightened very much. My AC is like the same. What does this give exactly? Hit points, PRR and MRR? Are you sure? Or maybe it's just it gets a flat amount and I don't notice it because mine are like decently high, but I'm pretty sure that I was at 143, so is it like 5 of each? And I was at like 30 health and 5 PRR and MRR? Suffice to say, it is not that big a survival bonus, but you know, I'll take it. Okay, we're gonna heal up slightly. We're still gonna go for the crowd control. Crowd control landed this time, very nice. What? I heard a Reaper. Yep, it's a Famine Reaper. Come on over, Famine Reaper. I know you want to come over here. Alright, so the Famine Reapers have got about 20,000 health. Not too bad. I can deal with that.
As you enter the lofty main hall of the Greater Temple, you see 2 armored clerics standing guard.
Now we kill the one on this side. Couple guys here. Just now did. We're at 2600, should be fine. I hit the wrong button and hit a charge instead of a stun. So you'll notice that I'm not respecting R5 that much. And it is likely going to lead to my death. And by not respecting, I mean I'm letting myself get low on health and still fighting, which is a terrible idea. Alright, do I have shield up? Only 30 more seconds. And I know these guys cast magic missile, so. That up. This. Up again. Knock you down. Knock you down. Down again. Made the save. But you can't save against adrenaline, so we got you there. West Earth Shrine. Very nice. Oh, that's a Despair Reaper. We're gonna go to the Famine now. Basically, I wanted to not be hitting the oozes. But it looks like that's not gonna work out for us the way we had hoped. Oh, we got extra ads. We're gonna hit our big thing. We're going to choose to damage our weapon because the oozes are making it so I can't kill anything else. I don't, because I just all in next to the other stuff. Alright, we are out of all of our extra temp health from our big cooldown. Oh, it's Arborian, that's why. Alright. Time to loot the chests and go to the West Earth Shrine. West Earth Shrine. Hey, food. That's fire. That's earth. Okay. Hi. I'm just consistently surprised whenever I actually land CC, because my DCs on it are not good. Like, what is Stunning Blow at? 74. So yeah, it's not great. I didn't know there was collision on those. Or was a guy hiding behind me? I'll check it in a second. Oh, there must have been a guy behind me or something. Like, wait a second, why can I not move? And this is where stuff like the unyielding sentinel strike comes in handy. Because unlike, as we discovered earlier, that it doesn't save you from being incapacitated, it does save you from crowd control. So if I get earth grabbed, I can pop myself for an extra like 700-ish health. It's based on melee power. So if I'm fighting Reapers, so I have my Pally Reaper or Pally melee power stacked up, then yeah, it'll be more than otherwise. Okay. Where is the champion? Like that. I got grabbed. I put my guard up. If I had an extra like 700 health, things work out a lot better that way. Got grabbed again, but it's, you know, on cooldown because it shares a cooldown, and I used adrenaline. Fine. There's only one dude left. Crash this. Crash the others. I'll grab one of these. I only want to hit the rust monster once because of, you know, rust monster reasons. Okay. As you can see, we're having much less of a problem with spell points. And, alright, so there's a Despair and a Vengeance in this group. So we're going to try to nuke things down. The problem with trying to nuke things down is that, one, we might get earth grabbed, which is a problem, and two, we might accidentally cleave the Vengeance Reaper to death. So we're about to find out if one or both of those things happens. Let's see, we ate a Power Word Stun off the bat. Okay. That worked out. Excuse me, Mr. Vengeance Reaper. What? I rolled a 1 on the Disintegrate save. And it hits me for 4,027. Fortunately, I still had a bunch of my temp health left, but man, that is a hell of a thing. So this time, we're going to be smarter about this and double check our maps. By double check our maps, I mean I'm going to look up where the spawn points are for the quest item. The first one is north here. Off we go to the left. Is a Famine Reaper. Alright, there we go. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so we have Umber Hulks. I might be able to stun these. So they do evil damage. What do we have here? Earth Elementals and Gargoyles. I don't see any Reapers. Oh, there's some Mephits in here too. Alright. Just this one left? Do we have any dudes that are healing up? No? Okay. Hidden Mephits? Or maybe Oozes? Mephits. Like, I don't have the spot, but I have the instincts to be like, I am suspicious. There's got to be something here. And there was. So let us see. So nothing there. Let us check for the next spawn point, eh? Well, the next ones are all pretty spread out, so we're going to take the simple path and just go straight. Alright, so just going straight has Rust Monsters, at least one Champ Gargoyle, and a Despair Reaper. Okay. Good start. We didn't get Earth grabbed immediately. Unfortunate, we did not get a crit on our No. I in fact did not want to open the store in my system browser. That was not what I wanted. Look, I know my despair grows. It can only grow for so long, though. Gotta take a break eventually, alright? Okay, so how are we doing? We got 3 hands, we got a couple boosts left, we're doing well on spell points. We do not need to shrine yet. And in the time we have to run back, we'll be able to heal up to full again. So we got that going for us, which is nice. We're going to be heading this way. Alright, so that's... At least the Mephits die pretty easily. Oh, my buffs weren't wearing off. Okay. We didn't run into this last time because I didn't live long enough. Or I had to shrine more often. So, gonna toss our buffs back up. while we're standing right next to this very convenient source of more spell power. Or more spell points, rather. That is Demon Soul. We'll leave that there for now. There are oozes or something here? The Mephits have like half the health of the elementals. What is this? Solus? Solus Dulscalvus? Like, what kind of Solus are we talking about here? That's a vengeance. And they don't die easy. In fact, they die hard. And with a vengeance. What is it with, though? Mephits? It's gonna be Mephits or oozes, because I can't see anything. And I run the risk of pulling stuff to the sides as well. But we're going to actually ranged pull this.
That was fun. I look forward to working with you in the future.
Oh good, I'm body blocked in the circle. That could have been bad. Oh, great. It's like, oh, I can just finish him off. Forgetting, of course, what Vengeance Reapers do. Fortunately, the last guy was pretty low on health. Alright, there's nothing in the north. We're going to check south. Okay, got them. Oh, that's right, this is the one where you have to like sneak around the thing. That was me not being able to read my bars correctly. I was gonna try to use Primal Scream, but it had like 3 seconds left on its cooldown. And I didn't notice because, well, it's a 30-second cooldown, so a pretty small sliver on the bar when it gets down that close.
A deep rumbling can be felt through the floor, as if
Alright, we got grabbed, so we pop temp health. And healing. Got grabbed again. We don't have temp health to pop again this time. There we go. Can hit healing again. Take out the elemental because it doesn't... I don't... Oh, it's chaos. You know, I keep thinking it's like, man, I'm getting a lot of demon soul guys, but at the same time it's like, am I... Or am I just noticing those because those are the dangerous ones? Like, so many other ones that I don't even pay attention to because, well, they're not that big a concern. They give Demon Soul ones. There's another one. It almost makes me wish I had prepared a healing spell at some rank. Like, do I even have a healing spell prepared? I do. So if I want to spam some extra healing with some spell points, I can do it. More expensive, obviously, but, you know. I want to take this soul regardless. I think this is just the shrine here. Like, I don't remember if this can actually have the, I don't know if it can or not. Actually, I can check the map for that. It cannot. But, you know, we're clear to a shrine, which is always nice to have. It's a little far away, so if I die, I might not be able to run to it. Alright, that's a Famine Reaper. Famine Reaper has offered me a lovely reminder that I should put up my shield spell. Thank you, Famine Reaper. I'd say I don't know where I would be without you, but the answer is I would be about 600 health higher. I would be without you. And the other thing I should be doing is I should really be throwing a hot on myself before I do pulls, because that's what hots are good for. I mean, they're obviously not good for an esport, only good for a banding on that front. Okay, well, no gem here. 2 spawn points down, 3 to go. The thing is, there are so many different variables, it's hard to say how much of the difference is R5 versus R6, and how much of the difference is Earth Shrine versus Air Shrine. Because Air Shrine has like all those extra casters, which are problematic for me as melee, whereas Earth Shrine, I can just walk in and hit stuff, and it wants to hit me back, and I'm fine with that arrangement. Hey, rust monsters. Alright, how are we doing on durability? How are we doing on durability? Alright, it doesn't want to show me how we're doing on durability. I don't really have a lot of options besides to fight this. Like, the only thing I can try to do is just try to make sure that I use the adrenaline a bunch. That doesn't help when there's like a whole set of things. So, are you gonna show me my durability? Am I just blind? Oh no, it has the scroll. Oh, I'm down to like very low durability. This is a problem. That's a Vengeance Reaper. I might have to like pay to win or something. I'm pretty sure that you can repair gear outside of town with shards. I don't know of another way to do it. There might be one, but I don't know it. Alright, so there was a Plague Reaper in here. Okay. Making progress. So, when we came down here before, we have Earth Elementals, probably Mephits, and a Vengeance Reaper. Now, technically I have weapon swaps, but they are sword and board swaps with a Dwarven Axe. So, yes, I would still be like technically 2-weapon fighting or 2-handed fighting, but where did the vengeance go? Oh look, the vengeance decided he was going to try magic missiles on us too. The good thing that we got a reminder from his little brother. And we made the save on the horde building, which is nice. Okay, we got carnage to the left. Alright, I think we're going left here. You know, I was kind of counting on him being stunned, but I didn't get any vorpals. Unfortunate. That's a Plague Reaper. Alright, can't heal myself through this because Plague Reaper. But I did stun him. Gave me a window to heal. Had to use hands though. So I only have one of those left. There are guys up on the platform.
The sound of shifting stones reverberates all around you.
I almost died there from a ledge. I dropped down and it interrupted my heal. Which is always annoying when it's like you walk up on a ledge and it like stops to do like stepping onto a ledge animation when you're in the middle of casting something. And sometimes it's just, you know, a little annoying. And other times it's like a longer term thing that you cast, like some 3 or 4 minute cooldown, and it's like, oh, well, guess I don't have that now. What do we have? We have famine and more earth elementals. No big deal. Okay, it became a big deal because I got held. And we do need to keep a little bit of a closer eye on our sword durability. Because, yeah, it's getting low. Hi. Alright, so he hits me for 600. Okay. He's healthy as hell, though. I can't see his health. But when it doesn't really move much when you didn't hit him for 10k. Yeah, like, that's 11k. It's like, okay, I saw it move when I hit him, but not by that much. Okay, fine, fine. We'll heal up a bit more. Okay. Got a little bit of healing going. Ooh, 12k. What do you think his health's at? Like 300k? I don't know. I don't know exactly what it's at, but it is quite healthy. That's an adventurer's pack. Ah, fire node gem. Plug it up there.
With the fire node gem found, the fire
Excellent.
throughout all the elemental nodes become active once more.
We got it, boys. We have beaten RNG. By which I mean we got it on the 3rd spawn point out of 5 possible. So, you know, average RNG. And you know what? I'll take average RNG. There are a lot worse RNGs to have. Durability 40. Interesting. I don't remember having this issue last time. $15 shards to repair in quest. Which way am I going? Okay. There we go, took out the big champ. Alright, looks like there's a despair. Away. Gotta get past him. Good. We got the stun on him. All in all, pretty nice that he was with methods. Here we go. I managed to snipe the demon soul out of the middle. Hero soul here. I'm less concerned about that. especially because got to cleave all the others down. Alright, the Stone Guard is going to be annoying to kill, but not particularly threatening. To take out the other guys so that I don't have to deal with him so much. Especially, he's not that bad because once he's solo, we can keep him permanently locked down with the stun from Adrenaline.
This appears to be a large shrine. An intricate rune is emblazoned on a raised dais.
Alright, Reapers are down. Alright, I got Earth grabbed, but it's fine. I'm just gonna take out these guys. I'm pretty sure I have to roll a 1 for them to grab me, but I'll take 4 less chances of rolling a 1, please, and thank you. Heal up a bit. Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but it's fine. Go. Right. Need to remember to shout on cooldown for this. It's like, I only hit him for like, somewhere between like 150 to 300. Then, if I land a crit, it's like 3,000. So, we really do want the crits to land. Yeah. And also that, but on the flip side, it means that the other non-crits don't matter as much. Yeah, there we go, 6K. Alright, here's the question. Now, we don't have a ton of these things. And I have no idea why my Sword of Shadows broke this run. Like, yes, there are some rust monsters, yes, there are some oozes, but I thought it being adamantine made it a little bit more durable. It appears that I am wrong.
North is a strange twisting throne that appears to have grown from the floor itself. Zuggtmoy must be near. This bronze door has had its magic wards removed, just like the others you found in the temple.
Ah, Going to rest at a shrine. Because we want it for boosts anyway. I wasn't expecting to have to do that, but such is life. Okay, so what is our Zuggtmoy strategy? Zuggtmoy is not a race. It is a marathon. Well, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. So we're not going to... We're going to go into our more defensive gear. And, yeah. The time has come. To...
You took the arcane page he had found. No matter. I have a page of my own. I refuse to tell them the last of the fraud.
Actually, what I had mentioned was switching to this, because it gives me more MRR. Okay. That's the Spare Reaper. Oh, it's still alive. Thought I killed it. As you can see, I am having difficulty maintaining my health. Even with, like, continuously even with hitting all the cleansing mushrooms as they come up, and maintaining my hot on me at all times. Well, okay, not all times. I'm not being, like, perfect about it. Oh, needs more cleansing. Where is it? Did I miss a cleansing? Or is one about to come up? We're down to 4K. Down to 2K. Cleansing shroom over there. I don't know what's slowing me, but it might kill me. Can't get here. Oh, it's an unholy hammer thing flow effect. There's not even anything I can do anything about. Where's that? Oh, there it is. Alright. Still trying to keep our heals up. Another, yep. Back's cleansed. Coming spores, gotta take that one out. I'm at 3 stacks. Where's the cleansing shroom? Oh, and it went away. That's not good. Okay, we're gonna hold off here. On DPSing her, because I want cooldowns to be ready for the 3rd wave of ads. So we're gonna basically stall for a little bit here. Oh, this might be bad. Okay, good. I have a little longer than it seems at first to pull that off. Is there a cleansing shroom up? There it is. Okay, cleansing shroom. You can see that it's taking us forever to get our health back, because the damage she deals is similar to the amount of healing we have. This is with, I want to say, close to 200 there are. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't kill it? Yeah, this is close to like 200 MRR, and I want to say, I don't know, a decent amount of absorb. I did miss a cleansing shroom though, and that can have a big effect. Make sure that's all the way dead. New cleansing should be up here in a second. Cleansing? Cleansers? There we go. We want to refresh our short-term buffs. And we're going to push her to the next phase. Boom. Yep. After this, we're going to push her to the next phase. Got cleansing. Alright. Phase change for me. Oh, I got knocked down. That's not good. Mostly because it cuts in on my, like, only real DPS opportunity time here. Only got a couple more seconds. Yep, and we're out. Cleansing. Sheltering. Great sundering. There's an Archeon in here? That's not great. It didn't go off? Nope. Nope, get my cleansing. Alright, Infernal Pack down. Okay. Adrenaline up. Got him. Alright, I missed a cleansing cycle. Should be fine. Alright. Cleanse. Do this. Make sure that my healing amp isn't completely gimped. Cleansing shroom. Alright, as long as we don't get crowd controlled when her big attack goes out, which should be soonish again. Can I make it to that cleansing shroom? Yes, good. I had a lot of stacks. I had like 6 stacks. Oh. Cleansing shroom disappeared right as I touched it. Fortunately, there's another one. And we should be due for another big attack here in a second. Go. Alright. Gotten to what should be the easy part. We just need to not be dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't be greedy. There are no more ad phases. There is only victory.
Oh, neat.
Then she crumbles in a shower of desiccation.
65 minutes.
Behind the twisting growth lies the demon's treasure hoard.
R5.
Just as in Falrin's
So,
chasers,
I was not expecting my weapon to break. That hasn't happened before, so that was interesting. The boss fight this time was significantly easier than last time. So I think that the swap to the Blood Rage Chrism actually helped. It is bugged. I'm not sure if I pointed this out completely earlier, but the Blood Rage Chrism still has a pre-stat squish value on it. See that Blood Rage defense that says you get 10 to PRR and MRR, so 10 sheltering? Observe my magical resistance rating. It goes from 178 to 148. Because 30 was the value before the stat squish. So, yeah. Only gives 10 physical. 30 to magical. But yeah, that is a solo Temple of Elemental Evil Part 2 on R5. It's not the R6 I was hoping for, but as you could see during that big phase in the middle there, when I was just trying to like tread water and get my health back up in time before I pushed into the third ad phase, that little bit of healing differential between 5 and 6 would be a big deal. If I wanted to do 6, I would probably need to actually change around my build. I would need some other form of healing or sustain, which means dropping damage out of here and either going Primal. So Primal is one option because Primal not only has Reborn and Fire, but Primal has Weathering the Elements. That's another 15% absorption. And absorption is very important in that fight. Of course, this would make me much worse at all the trash to get here and stuff like Vengeance Reapers and all, because I would lose like half the damage I get on Adrenaline. I would also lose the knockdown on Adrenaline, which is very important. I would lose the AoE on Voice of Fury, and I would lose DCs and health and all because I wouldn't have the doubled stats from Primal Scream either. So, but yes, R5 is still pretty impressive for this. I'm sure there are people out there who have done it on higher, and maybe in a future build I will be one of those people who has done it higher. But I think this is as far as I'm going to push this particular build. For anyone who was not here earlier, I'm going to go over gear real quick. So for the Zuggtmoy fight, because we didn't care as much about armor class, we dropped down to a 6-piece winter. Armor class would be great if I were mostly dealing with physical damage, and I'm not. I'm either kiting the ads, or I'm hitting Undying Vanguard for ads. And Zuggtmoy is just spamming damage at me that doesn't care about armor class. So we dropped out of that. So we have Precision Lenses out of White Plume Mountain. Manslayer doesn't do us any good, but this is our Insightful Strength. It's also our Melee Alacrity. And Action Boost Enhancement, I have elsewhere as well. But if I didn't have elsewhere, it would be nice. We have Titania's Glory. This Crown of Summer is very, very good. It's got the heal amp. It has the melee power. Extra smites and smite regen isn't that important because I can smite regen with my Holy Retribution. But there were times when I was doing trash that I was out of smites, so it helps out. The Eternal Holy Burst does basically nothing, but this does give us 3-piece Summer, which is 30% fort bypass, which is important for elementals. And of course 30 MRR from the 2. That's nice. Again, Rune Lodestone is just a great all-around item. Seeing to bypass Blurry. Blindness immunity because blindness is terrible. And of course, a little bit of dodge bypass for stuff like Heroes, Souls, and those sort of champions who have dodge, which is annoying. Also Pierce Cold Iron. I don't think there's anything in here that I need Pierce Cold Iron for, but nice. And spell saves. Spell saves are always handy. As we mentioned, we have Blood Rage Chrism, It has healing amp that doesn't stack with other stuff, so it's about the same. 3% double strike, which, I mean, yeah, I'll take it. We have a little bit of defenses on it with the 10 physical and 30 magical resistance rating. And of course, we get 30 damage reduction, which applies before PRR. We'll give you a hint. Or we'll do a little bit of quick math here. Let's say a mob in here was hitting me for 500. Now is at exactly 300 physical resistance rate. This means if I'm getting hit for 500, the initial damage was 2,000. Or here, let's do it the easy way. Because the damage reduction happens before PRR, you divide the damage reduction by whatever your PRR is. So my PRR makes me take 1/4 damage, which means 30 damage reduction actually means like 7 damage reduction off of what I actually see. So it's really insignificant in higher skulls. Then of course we have Cloak of Winter. Got life sealed on it. It's got the ice barrier, which is nice. It's got some false life, cold absorb, and of course it's a winter piece. Our wolf belt gives us some Insightful Seeker. It is another winter piece, and of course it gives us a shield bonus while we don't have a shield on, which is actually a lot of armor class when you take into account multipliers. We have Legendary Lionheart. It has Insightful Con, but we don't need it because we have it elsewhere. It has Insightful Armor Pen, which is very nice. It has Stunning, which means we can occasionally land stuns, but as you saw, we weren't landing them very often. And of course, it's the other piece we have with Action Boost Enhancement. Also, one of our 3 summer pieces to get us that fort bypass. Our artifact, we chose this artifact mostly for Eminence of Summer and Winter at the same time because we wanted both. Also, it's got Constitution, it has the Healing Amp, which of course doesn't stack with Chrism, and a little bit of Quality Sheltering, you know. Excuse me, for those bonuses. So, we have our full con boots, which is Legendary Deep Snows. It has Insightful Con, Quality Con, Freedom of Movement, which I always want Freedom of Movement, and we slotted a Constitution Diamond in. Well, note that we don't need the Constitution Diamond because we have the Prince's Gauntlet, but I wear this on my caster builds. I wear it on all sorts of builds where it's really nice to just have all the Constitution in one place with Freedom of Movement. It's very nice. Also, we have Strength and Charisma slotted in here. Hey, I am doing well. Thanks for stopping by. We have just finished R5, Temple of Elemental Evil, solo. So we're going over the gear and the build a little bit before we finish up for the night. Hope things have been going well for you in since hardcore as well. So yeah, I've been trying to do this every life. Just to kind of test things out. Last life was Spellslinger. I only made it up to R3. I attempted R5 earlier in stream tonight. Did not make it. It was rough. And I don't know exactly what the difference was, because too many different things changed. Like, we got Air Temple instead of Earth Temple, for one. Which is much rougher as a melee build. But yeah. So, we also have our Tumbleweed. We don't care about the dex, we don't care about the nimble skills, but we needed an accuracy and deadly item, and it's a good one. So, and it fits in our slot that we had open. We have our Castigators, which is just all around great. We were getting through with a lot of self-healing. So we have our Healing Lore, we have our Devotion, we have Insightful Sheltering, which is very, very nice. And yeah, we use everything on this item. It's a great item for what we're doing. And then, of course, we have heavy armor. We don't have evasion, so light armor isn't as useful. So we just went with the heavy winter armor. Gives us a lot of basic stuff. It is our 3rd item that has healing amp, which does not stack. But, you know, it gives us our fortification, it gives us physical sheltering, it gives us parrying, and I have a mythic one. So, yeah, this was our setup for Zuggtmoy. For most of the time, we were using our bone figurine instead of the Blood Rage Prism, because otherwise I don't have double strike slotted. We were using this for most of the run. And, yeah, so... Well, for several things. One, I have not farmed or crafted, I forget exactly how you get it, red dragon armor. Two, this is not really a very high DPS build. We're tier 5 unyielding sentinel. We're 31 in sacred defender. This is very much a thick DPS build. Could I have made some things easier for myself with red dragon armor? Possibly. I haven't really played around too much on where exactly the balance is between having more survivability and having more survivability because they're all dead. Yeah, so red dragon armor has a very powerful proc on it that you used to only get on certain weapons, like the magnetic cleaver, or whatever it's called. It's a very high damage fire proc, and it is the meta DPS chest piece for DPS, I think, for a lot of them, like casters and physical. Casters, I think, can have some trouble fitting it in because it's chest piece and it conflicts with things like Flame Cleansed Fury. But it's very, very strong. I've not used it personally, but from what I understand, it is very, very strong. However, I was or a firecaster? Yeah. I actually use the epic version of that helm on firecasters. It's really nice. Especially if I'm still wearing a chest piece that doesn't have fort on it, because it's got fort as well. And while it might be from Vaughn. I forget if it's a drop from Vaughn or if it's crafted from the red dragon scales from Vaughn. Or if you mean the helmet. I am talking about the helmet from Vaughn, the one that gives firecaster levels. Now, of course, most things going to hit max caster level anyway, but firecaster levels... Oh, and a seal from Vaughn. Okay, well... I'm pretty sure the seals don't exist anymore. But... like, Vaughn crafting materials. Or unless you mean the greater tokens. Oh, the seal is still there? Of course. No token, just the seal. Neat. But yes, I wear that helm on firecasters because, sure, most of my spells are going to be max armor. Or max caster level, but if I'm running like Fire Dragon Breath and I always mix up the two. Celestial Bombardment. Divine Wrath is the light one, Celestial Bombardment is the fire one. So, yeah. That stuff's really nice. But yes, this build is super, super tight on points, as though I have it currently set up. Because I wanted the Sacred Health from here, and, you know, the Sheltering is nice. So we need 31 points for our Sacred Health and our Sheltering. We, of course, want 41 for Capstone over here, and 9 here, because we do want Haste Boost. And I wanted the 9th point for Deflect Arrows. Because, among other things, especially in the Zuggtmoy fight, the knockdown from the big, what is it? What is the right pronunciation? Glabrazu? Or whatever it is? That big rock he throws at you can be deflected with Deflect Arrows. So you can get around the knockdown that way. And, yeah, just Deflect Arrows is really nice. It's not as good as builds that have it every, like, 2 seconds, but, yeah. Also, because we are Dwarf, we have Dwarven Armor Mastery. So, we have max dex bonus, we have max dex bonus here. So even though we're in heavy armor, we're still sitting at 14 dodge. Which, admittedly, isn't great. But it's higher than you would normally expect for heavy armor. Now, if I wanted to switch this around and go into a little bit more crowd control oriented, swap from Fury into Dreadnought, I would actually gain a decent amount of defenses from grabbing something like Armor of Dusk. This is just straight up 6 max dex bonus, which is 6 dodge, because I'm dodge capped right now. So this would straight up be like, oh, like, okay, so 6 more armor. Yay. I mean, even with multipliers, what is that going to be? 10 armor? No one's going to care about an extra 10 AC. But 6 dodge is a lot of dodge. And, yeah. So we could get extra double strike, we could get armor. And this is actually something that I considered. Because right now, a big weakness of this build is that I have no evasion defenses. I have no incorporeal, I have no concealment, no displacement, no blur, nothing. So, while any action boost is active, having displacement would be pretty strong. Unfortunately, I know I'm going to run out of action boost. So, one thing I had considered if I wanted to go out of Fury and into Dreadnought would be I would end up grabbing 1 point in the Tactics action boost just to pop it for displacement. It's like, hit this button for 20 seconds of displacement. And of course, yeah, if I could get Lay Waste and Untouchable. And the defenses and stuff actually come out pretty similar. The problem is I would be giving up not only Adrenaline in exchange for Dire Attack, which isn't actually a great trade because I don't have the DCs for it. Like right now, I mean, alright, right now I'm like unbuffed, so it's 64 instead of buffed at 74. But I wouldn't, okay, so it's like I can get 3 DCs here. Well, I'm going to lose 2 DCs from not having Primal Scream, because Primal Scream is 4 strength. So there's a lot of stuff that I could have done differently. And another alternative would be to say, screw damage altogether. Get, like, drop the Unyielding Sentinel Mantle and go into the Exalted Angel Mantle and just be like, fine, this will heal me now. Which is a possibility, but Undying Vanguard lying to you in its tooltip. So I'm going to keep using it as long as I can, but the ability does not match the tooltip. The tooltip says once per rest. It is not once per rest. It does not have charges. It is every 5 minutes. I used it twice in the Zuggtmoy fight. So yeah. It's I used it a lot. I don't even know how many times I used it. But yes. Here we are. At the end. Oh, maybe we should get loot. Hooray! Food. And yeah, there we go.